back to my channel. I'm Athena. This is my channel, Stitching Artist Designs. This is a channel about cross stitch and Harry Potter. I'm a day late, but better late than never. Yesterday was just, I don't know, it's Thursday. This whole week has been recovery. Last week was amazing. This week has been recovery. Next week is going to be even more amazing. So excited. I'll have life updates at the end, but what do I have for you today? I have a little bit of stitching because not a lot of stitching was done in this last week, and we're going to pack for a retreat together. I did not pull all of the whips that I'm going to take, but I will run down the list of the whips I'm going to take with you, and we're going to pack my accessory bag together. So you can see what I bring when I'm going to a retreat, and I mean, if you think I'm missing something, or if there's something that you take that you think that maybe I should take, let me know in the comments. Hopefully this will help anybody who's maybe going to a first time retreat out there. Just a kind of feel of like what you need to bring with you. Yeah, let's dive in. Let's pack my accessory bag together, first, because I have all of that in front of me, and then we will get to the stitching that I have been working on this last week. So actually these last couple of days, because honestly I was not stitching prior to that. This is not going in my accessory bag because it's kind of big, but this is the first thing when I get to StitchCon. So I will be at StitchCon weekend A, which is next weekend. I will be leaving here either the 6th or the 7th. I have that still up in the air, depending on some appointments. But either the 5th or the 6th, no, 6th or 7th, I'll be leaving. And then we will be arriving in Cincinnati. I will be picking up my friend Beth, Busy Bee Stitches, on the way. And then continuing on to Cincinnati, or Sharonville, which is a suburb of Cincinnati. And we'll get there the night of the 7th. And the stitching room opens on the 8th. So excited. We are officially 1 week. Exactly. Yes. In 1 week, I will be sitting in the stitching room and hugging all my friends, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is I have a stitching mat. This was made by my friend Zan, who's the Crazy Band Lady Stitches here on Flosstube, and she quilted this, made this, and it's got Harry Potter fabric on there. We've got blues and greens, and this is the whole thing. So this is my stitching mat, and then she even has like a little pocket right here. So if I were to set it on the table and then like kind of have this hanging off the end of the table, I have this little pocket here. Otherwise I just have it all on the table, and I could slip things in here if I need to. So that's the back, that's the front. This is the first thing I'm going to put down on my table at StitchCon, so you know it's my spot. The second thing, which I haven't picked up yet, I need to go to Walmart and get, I am going to go pick up a magnetic whiteboard. I'm going to get the smallest one I can find. I think you can get like an 8.5 by 11, which is like a sheet of paper, and I'm going to set that, I'm hoping to like set that, rest it up against the center of the table. I may even take my lamp and rest it up against my lamp. I'm going to write my name in there. So, because what happens, especially at StitchCon, when there's so many people, is you get up and you leave your spot, and then people are coming around and they're handing out little freebies like floss tags, needle minders, like just all kinds of things. The generosity, the creativity, the amazingness that is shared at these retreats is like over the top. So they come and they leave things, and typically like you're gonna walk around a table and just drop things 6 to a table, and but I'm gonna put my name at the top of my whiteboard so you know it's my spot. And then the other thing about the whiteboard is that it's magnetic. So if needle minders are being handed out, which they typically are, and then I end up with like all of my needle minders get like, because they're magnets, they all go together, and then I've had needle minders get broken that way, especially those acrylic ones, if they like snap together too much, too hard or whatever. Anyways, I'm going to get a whiteboard so I can put all of my needle minders on there. What else am I going to have at my spot? I'm going to take my lamp. I do not have a magnifier, but I do have, and this will be in my accessory bag. This is the first thing we'll put in my accessory bag, are my magnifiers, my readers. I don't know what sort of strength these are, and these are just like, seriously, Equate, so I think it's like just Walmart. Yeah, I can't even tell what strength these are, but just some regular readers. You can go to the store, any store, and you could buy like 1.5, 2 times whatever magnifier you need. That's what I have, so that's my first thing. Oh, wait. Okay, let me show you. First of all, let me show you my accessory bag. This cute little Harry Potter bag that I have. It's got Hogwarts on it. It did have a owl hanging from here. My little owl fell off. So I have a ton of like floss drop, zipper pull type. I need to just get something and put it on here. I just haven't yet. Yeah, I can't tell who made this. I can't read that. But anyways, it's this. I mean, it's not like a handmade thing. I think it was bought somewhere. Maybe I got this. I don't know where I got this. It's got fun, slick material inside, and it's a light material, so you can't lose anything in here, hopefully. The second thing, this isn't going to fit in there, but it collapses flat. It's a Harry Potter, all Harry Pottered out, of course. Harry Potter goes with me everywhere. So, snap it up, and you can then take your accessory bag, dump it into your tray. That way you're not digging through your accessory bag looking for things. So that's another thing. And there's like, the Black Needle Society has sent out numerous. I have one over there. I have another one over here. There's a whole bunch of them. These, I like these ones because they're super hard, sturdy, but there's fabric ones that have been made that you can use. Those are really good. And you can get those from like, a lot of people who make bags make those little snap trays. But if you're looking for like a cardboard hard type one like this, I would search for dice tray on like Amazon or Google or wherever you're searching. Search for a dice tray because these are used a lot in gaming. You could roll your dice so your dice don't go all over the table, whatever. You have your own little dice tray to roll your dice in. So that's what you would be looking for if you're trying to search for something like that. Okay. Now, another little thing that's going to set out is an Ort container. So I have this cute little Ort container that was made for me by my friend Connie from Count Twice Stitch Once. And it's got amazing fabric from Alaska. When she went to Alaska, I'm almost positive it's from when she went to Alaska. And it's got cute little handles and nice little, so you can just drop your orts and it sit on your table too, so you have a nice place to drop your orts. You're not dropping orts all over the floor and in other people's spots, all the things. Okay, so the glasses, magnifiers, yes, have to go. Okay, so I don't even know what order to show you. Like, I feel like everything I'm showing you is super important. But for me, I always have some white and some black because I don't kit up white and black. I will definitely be pulling more black. I've got Bellatrix right here. She's covered up and holding some pins for me right now. But I'll pull her out and I will pull off a ton more black and take that with me. But I don't kit up white and black in my kits because I always just have white and black sitting right next to me on my table right here. So I will have my white and black in my little accessory bag so that any of the projects that I'm bringing with me, if they have white or black, I know they're not going to be in the bag, so I need to take them with me. Not that I'm going to be starting anything or doing anything that I need to be measuring, but I just always have a tape measure. I like this little tape measure. You push the button, it pops back up. There's plenty like this. This one, I don't know where I got this one, but it's a retractable one, and it's got a little button right here to retract it. Somebody just sold some cute little, was this in a Black Needle Society box? Ooh, I don't remember where I got this, but super cute. Another thing that I'm going to be taking with me, because I have to have these all the time, I use them all the time, are my peels. I stitch with a Q-snap, and any extra fabric that's hanging around the Q-snap and that I would be possibly getting in my way, I roll it up and I use these to hold the fabric out of my way against the Q-snap. I have one right now. This is some stitching that I'm working on right now, but see, it just holds the fabric against the Q-snap. There you go. I'll show you the stitching on that later. So peels. I always have peels. Okay. That's in my accessory bag. Needles. And I have like multiple. I'll probably take multiple because I tarnish my needles. So I go through needles like crazy. And unfortunately, I don't know that I lose them. I don't think I drop them because I don't usually find them on the carpet, but I leave them stuck to this needle binder, and then I go to get stitch on that, and then I don't have a needle anymore because it was still on that one. So I'm always just misplacing them. So yeah, lots of needles will be going in the bag. The dreaded frogging necessities. So this is called a seam fix, and I like it because it's nice. It's nice size. It's got a good grip to it. We've got the standard just seam ripper on the inside, and then you've got, this is like rubbery kind of material, so that when you've got the little stuffs hanging out after you've done frogging, you've got lint that will happen because you pulled it all out. You can rub this along your fabric. This has got like a little tip in it, so you can like really get in there if you need to, and get up all the little linties, gather them all up into a pile, then you can pick them up. So I love this seam ripper. Let's see, another thing, counting stitches. This is how I count my stitches. I stitch two-handed, so my dominant hand is on bottom because I feel like I don't need to see my dominant hand to know what it's doing. Like it can work on the bottom and I don't need to see it. My non-dominant hand, I need to see what I'm doing because I'm not as familiar with this hand. So because this one is stitching on top, I have it right here. I keep it on this finger, and then as I'm counting, as I'm stitching, I count. Another stitch, count. Stitch, count. Like you just keep going that way. So, stitch counter. Typically I'm only counting stitches if I am doing whip go, because my goal is 500 stitches. That is 100% the only time I'm counting stitches. And I don't know if I'm taking my whip go goals with me. I don't remember what my goals are. Anyways, it's in my bag. That's where it lives. Okay, scissors. I always have a pair of scissors. I should probably pack a couple because these always run away from me too. But I love these scissors. I got them in a 4-pack. They have these nice little sheaths with them on Amazon. Really great scissors. You can always pack like some teeny tiny ones. I have a bunch over here. Another thing you could pack, especially if you are flying and you're afraid of losing your scissors, which it shouldn't happen because it's not the FDA, that's the Food Drug Administration. Why can I not think of what they're called? TSA. Oh my God. I was stuck on the F. The TSA says that the blade has to be shorter than 4 inches, and if it's shorter than 4 inches, you can take it on a plane. typically our embroidery scissors are never going to be 4 inches, but the blade, not the scissor, the blade has to be less than 4 inches. Because apparently you can't kill somebody if it's 3¼ inches. You can't kill somebody. I don't know. I don't know the rules. Anyways, I have one of these too. If you're flying and you are afraid about taking the scissors on the plane, you can always take this. And no TSA is going to know what in the bejesus this is when they're scanning your bags. It has a hole here so you can run a chain through it and you can wear it like a necklace. But this is made by Clover. I don't know if you can see that. It's I guess made in Japan because it says Japan on the back. And what it is in between here there are there's a blade in there. So you slip your thread. I don't have anything handy. You slip your you just slip your thread through there and and it's cut. Because there is a blade inside of those. I'm imagining there's a blade in the whole entire thing. And then you've got these little spots where you can slip your thread into it and cut it. So these are amazing. I don't 100% know what they're called. I would look for like a clover cutter of some sort, thread cutter. Maybe that will pop that up for you. But that, I'll probably put that in my accessory bag too. It was over there. Anyways, okay. I think that's it for words, stitchy type things. So the rest of the things in here, I need them, but I don't necessarily need them for stitching exactly. So I have this that sits next to my spot always, and I will probably bring this with me. It's a coaster. It's either the Mexican or Italian flag, however you want to look at it. I was stitching a square and then I didn't like the way that it was pooling, so then I ended it, and this is what I have. So now it's my coaster. Because I'm always drinking something and I don't want to leak condensation all over the place, so a coaster to catch that. Okay, speaking of drinks and foods and snacking, my snackies. These I definitely got from the Black Needle Society. You can use them like this. You can use them like this, like however you want to use them, but use them like this. There will 100% be snacks on your table. And so when you want to grab a Cheeto or a Dorito or something that's going to leave your hands all gross, you just grab it with this, eat it, and then you could go right back to stitching. No problem. So I have those. Highlighter. I guess this is kind of stitchy. I always have to have a highlighter. I use paper patterns. 90% of the time it's paper patterns. I literally no, I can't say that. I do have some that I stitch off of on my phone, but I have one on Pattern Keeper, which is my hate. I have more on my phone that is in Goodreader, but 90% of the time I'm on paper and I have to have a highlighter to mark my stitches. Chapstick, because yes, my lips always get dry. Speaking of dryness, lotion, hand lotion for while I'm stitching, because you know your hands get dry and then you get hangnails and whatever and you're catching your thread and that's annoying. And speaking of hands, yes, I got this from you can buy these like Amazon. You can get yourself a small little manicure kit wherever you like, at your regular store, wherever. This particular one I got from Leanne at Forbidden Fiber Co. She sent this in our Christmas advent. It's just, I mean, you need to have that. So that's in my accessory bag. Ibuprofen. I saw this thing that said somewhere, it's like, welcome to being an adult, you like ibuprofen now. I always have to have my ibuprofen. My back is always killing me. There we go, ibuprofen. And cute little accessible, or what do you call it, transportable, whatever, it's a cute little bottle. Okay, it can be noisy in there. There's going to be, particularly for StitchCon, there's 300 people in there. Everybody's excited to see everybody. It can get loud. It can be overstimulating for people who have a little bit of sensory issues. even with only 100 people, it can get loud and overstimulating for people with sensory issues. I do get, there's sometimes where I will get cranky if there's too much noise and I just can't take it anymore and I need to just like chill out. So I picked up these. You can get these on the internet. These are loop earplugs. You can just get regular earplugs too. It doesn't have to be these particular ones, but they're loop earplugs. They're cute. They just go right in your ear. Hang on, let's see. They go right in your ear and they look like that. So it looks like almost like you're wearing jewelry. It's cute. It's got numerous kinds of tips. There's even a thing that I can stick in there to make it even more soundproof. But yeah. Earplugs in case you're feeling a little bit overstimulated. You don't want to leave the stitching room and go back to your hotel room, but you need to just tone down the volume a little bit. Perfect. I don't know. AirPods. If for whatever reason you're really feeling overstimulated and you want to put on some calming music, you can do that with these. If you're traveling, great for the plane, whatever. I never leave without my AirPods. Typically listening to a book on my AirPods. I don't know why I would be listening to a book at StitchCon, but I will have them. Mints. Because mints, I don't know. I have to have mints. I literally have, there's some in my purse, there's some in my car, there's some next to my bed, they're in my stitchy spot, they're in my accessory bag. I constantly have to have I need a mint. And the last thing I'm going to show you that's going to be in my bag is my business cards. I never leave home without your business cards. If you are a small business, you're a seller, if you have a Flosstube, if you have an Instagram, if you are just amazing and you want people to have your card, make yourself a business card and hand them out. Hand them out like candy. So, yep, business cards. Those will be going with me. Having a nice, good stack. I don't have 300, but I have a good stack. That's going to be for my accessory bag. Now, hang on, please, because it ended up underneath you guys, so I'm going to have to pull it out without knocking you guys down and everything else. Oh, jeez Louise. Everything almost slid. I don't know, Find Your Independence. I don't know where I got this. This is probably at some sort of a fair or something here, but it's one of those little, you just twist it, and it sits into this little thingy and stays closed. But, y'all, I'm hot, 24/7. So I'll be taking this with me. I never go anywhere without my little fans. But I also picked these up at the dollar spot, I believe, at Target. But you can just get these anywhere. It has 2 AA batteries. But I'll stick that in my little spot. My little fan on me. And if I get overheated completely, then I could do this. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about everything that's going with me. This is going to be like sitting on my table type area. I will, of course, be taking back pillows, heating pads. I'm even going to take a blanket with me so that I can lay down on the floor if I need to do my back stretches in the middle of stitching. I also will be getting a little stool, step stool kind of a thing to put my feet up. Because you're sitting there for a lot, and me, like, my feet start swelling up and hurting really bad. I'm trying to think what else I will be bringing with me, like, to where I'm sitting. I think that's about it. Okay, so let me find my phone. Here's my phone. Let me tell you what I am bringing with me. I just figured this out literally last night. I was laying in bed and my brain was on overdrive, and I'm like, okay, I need to figure this out. So, I will also be taking my Lowry stand with me. I don't know if you can see it. I will be taking my Lowry stand with me because I will be driving. If you're flying, I know that's a whole different level. I know that I would not be taking my Lowry with me flying. But since I am driving, I'm definitely taking my Lowry. I stitch two-handed, and stitching two-handed with my Lowry is going to be 1,000 times easier. So, okay. the first thing I'm taking with me is my Haid. I am taking my Haid with me, you guys. The first day of retreat is the 8th, and the 8th is my Haid day. I don't want to miss my Haid day, so I'm taking it with me. And I know a lot of people will be like, oh my god, you're traveling with a Haid. But you know what? Once you get there and once you're set up, you're literally in your stitchy spot. You're not traveling. I mean, you have all of your things spread out. There's no reason why you can't pull out your Haid. You have your little tablet that you're stitching from. It's not a whole... The biggest bulk of it is going to be all the floss, but I mean, it's just going to sit right there on my table. So it's definitely going to be... I like to take things that when people are walking around and they're like, what are you working on? Like, I don't know. I like to take things that people are going to be like, oh my god, that's so cool. Like, what is that? What are you doing? So conversation starters, I guess, kind of pieces. So yeah, I will be taking my Haid, and I'm working on that on the 8th for sure. I will be taking my June stitch, which I will be starting here in a couple days. It's June 1st. Happy June 1st. And so in, tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'll be starting my June stitch. And that is by the Raise the Roof. I don't know if I have it here. Yes, I do have it here. I don't know what that noise just was. Okay. It was a kid. We're good. January, February, June. Okay, so I've already done May. June. I'll be starting June. I need to start that tomorrow, and I'll be taking that with me to StitchCon to work on that as well, because that needs to be a June start and finish. I will also, and that's a small, good size, something to work on. My first year of going to StitchCon was 2021, and I bought, kitted up, and started. It's a, oh my goodness, I'm totally going to blank here. It is a bunch of flowers. I want to say it's by, I don't think it's by Rosewood. I don't know why my head wants to say Rosewood. I'm looking at my whip list. Hold please. Hold please. It is called, I started it in June, of A Prairie Garden by the Prairie Schooler. That's what I will be taking. It's flowers, and I'm stitching them individually. I have all the fabric in there, but I'm stitching them individually, and I'm going to turn them into little like monthly things that go with my whole monthly series thing that will someday be done in the year 2080. I don't know when that's going to be done, but because that's a StitchCon kit start everything, I'll be taking that with me because it's a StitchCon piece. And in my little thing I have it called StitchCon Flowers. Okay, so, and then I have my retreat piece, which is Up All Night, and I have been taking this to retreats for since 21. Was it 21 I started it, or was it 22? No, I think it was 21 that I started this at StitchCon, and I just handed it around to people to put some stitches in, and we are almost to a finish on that. So I'm hoping to get a finish on that here at this StitchCon. And then I have Half the Fun. That's my travel piece. Of course, it's going to go with me. Half the Fun is by Ink Circles. Up All Night is by Tiny Modernist, by the way. But Half the Fun is by Ink Circles, and it's just all the different modes of transportation you could possibly think of. And then it's like repeated 4 times. So it's one of those kinds of repeating patterns that Ink Circles does. Okay, and Scary Apothecary, I'm going to be starting a new Scary Apothecary. I only have 2 left, you guys. I dug in and I figured out all the ones that I have done. I only have 2 left to finish that series. And for the month of June, we have Colorado Cross Stitcher, who has a Flosstube, an Instagram, and an LNS. By that name, Colorado Cross Stitcher hosts a cross stitch camp, is what she calls it. And you, for the month of yes, she's got 3 months. So for June, July, and August, you post a start, and it has to be a brand new start, something you've never stitched on before, and by the end of the month, it has to be done. So it's a small piece, obviously, and then it has to fit whatever prompt. So the prompt for June is to stitch on something with a bird. one of my Scary Apothecaries that I have left, of the 2 that I have left, has like blackbirds or crows or something on it. And I was like, yes, perfect. Because I'm not doing new starts, but if it's part of a series, yes, it's a series I've already started that doesn't count as a new start. The whole series is a whip on my whip list. So that's how I can get away with doing a new start but not a new start. And for the other months, I haven't figured out the other 2 months yet. I don't even remember what the prompts are, but again, I could fit in those monthly stitches that I have a bunch of monthly series started and not finished, so I can get a new start on those. I mean, I don't even know if I could probably make July and August maybe work for the prompts. And then the last but not least I'm taking is Chopping Mall. And I do think that is a WIPGO goal for this month. But also the 13th. No, I'll be home by the 13th. But I'm going to take Chopping Mall anyways. I can maybe get my WIPGO goal done or started. And I just know, like, that's another one of those pieces of people are walking around like, what are you working on? And I'm like, Chopping Mall. Where, I mean, I feel like a lot of other people are working on, you know, amazing, and I love looking at people's samplers and the intricate primitive type stitching and maybe what I would call like traditional type patterns. But then you come around my table and you're gonna see like totally off the wall different something like the Chopping Mall or a giant Slytherin pattern for a Haid. So those things are fun things to bring and work on. So that's it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. And it's probably way more than I'm even going to have time to touch. Because honestly, my little self is flitting all over freaking StitchCon room, like visiting people, talking to people, and not actually sitting and stitching like you're supposed to be doing. But you know what? I can sit and stitch at home all I want. I can't go socialize and see these people face to face and get hugs. That's not something, like, this is once a year, so you gotta go do it. You know, my friends have been giving me stuff for never sitting in my chair and stitching because it's like, never find her. She's just all over the place. And I'm like, listen, Linda, I want to see the people. And yes, my social battery will be completely depleted and destroyed by the time I get home, but that's fine because I can recover once I get home. I need to see my peoples and fill my cups. Okay, that was a lot of rambling about packing and getting ready for StitchCon. Also can be translated to any retreat that you're going to. I have a lot of retreats coming up from now until the last one's in October. So this little accessory bag is probably going to stay full and stay packed. There's no point in me bringing it home, unpacking it. I do typically have 2 sets of everything. Something sitting in my stitching spot, something, and then the other set going in my go bag. So, okay, now to show you what I worked on this last week. I did not stitch like the whole time everybody was here. I choked myself. Hold please for a Pepsi break. This Flosstube is not brought to you by Pepsi, but yes, Pepsi. Okay. WIPGO goals. Once again, end of May, crunch time, 31st, 30th, get it done. Get it done. Like, oh my god, I have to get May done because it's June literally tomorrow and I gotta get it done. So, I believe on Monday I was in sleeping mode. Tuesday. I'm pretty sure it was Tuesday that I picked this up. Monday into Tuesday, something like that. You need something behind this because this is pretty see-through. And it's going to get blown out. There you go. It's a really dark navy, beautiful fabric. I don't know where it came from. It's definitely an 18 count Aida, but this is my magical unicorn. It is confetti, it is blends, it is half stitches, it is back stitching, it is all the things that that you're gonna get from a Russian designer. I love my little, oh, it's not gonna show up. My needle minder is super cute. I love this needle minder. It's so cute. Okay. This pattern is by Maria Brovko, Cute Patterns by Maria. Let me get you a picture of the whole thing. That's what she's gonna look like when she's done. I'm pretty sure she sells her, no, because she's a Russian designer. I don't think she sells on Etsy anymore because of the whole thing. She might have a website. I'm not exactly sure. Cute Patterns by Maria Brovko. This is what it's going to look like. Obviously, like, the whole thing's going to be back stitched, all the things. So, but this is where I'm at. Probably from like this, I did a little bit of stitching in here, and then all this down here is 500 stitches. That's what 500 stitches looks like, folks. That was whip goal, I don't remember what number. This is in a really cute Lynn bag. Look at the colors. So much fun. Keep calm, so happy. Does it say keep calm and stitch on? What does it say? I don't know, a stitch at a time. Fabric goddess. All this, and I sew too. So many projects, so much fabric, so little time. I love it. I love that bag. Okay. You know what I just thought about by looking down at these bags that I have next to me? I probably will be taking some knitting with me too, because if my eyes get tired and stitching is just too much, but I want to sit there and have something to do, I'll probably take my knitting and make some squares. Okay, so the only other thing that I have touched is my other WIPGO goal, which was a WIPGO. I completed it. I did it at 11:19, I believe, p.m. last night. I finished my second WIPGO goal for May and got 500 stitches in on the Christmas sampler by Cottage Garden Samplings. And this is where I'm at on this one. This is a 18 count Ada that I dyed myself. This is this pattern. Hold please, I gotta fold it back up so you can see the front. This is the pattern. Christmas Sampler 2. Christmas Sampler 2 by the Cottage Garden Samplings. And that's what it's going to look like. And here's where I'm at. I finished the A and then did the word Advent, and then you can barely see, there you go. There's some snowflakes I put in, part of this stocking, the white part. I put in the E and part of Evergreen, and this is where my Q-snap was, so then I jumped down here and started working on this H down here. So it's just a matter of like working on what's in the Q-snap. Right here is a big old giant bluebird. Blue cardinal. It's probably a blue jay. No? Yes? Wait, no? I don't know if that's a blue jay. What do we think? It's kind of like a little fat guy for a blue jay. Might be something else. I don't know. I don't know my birds super well. Oh, there's a cardinal. I was going to say, I actually kind of like cardinals for winter, but there's a cardinal over here too, so I don't know what he is. But yeah, there we go. There's my 2 stitches. That's all I have done in the last week, stitching wise. Plans. Just a heads up so nobody freaks out next week. I did get some messages yesterday like, missed your Flosstube, I hope you're okay. I don't know, just some days happen, some days it doesn't. So, you know, a lot of it has to do with if I want to go like figure out my hair situation and put makeup on, and that a lot of days seems like way too much effort. It did yesterday. Plus I am really behind on shirts right now and it's stressing me out. So I was working on shirts yesterday. I don't know. It was not going to happen for me yesterday. That's okay. Next week I will not be here because I will be at StitchCon. So the following week, that's going to be my StitchCon recap, and I feel like my always most viewed video of the year. That and like whip parades. Most viewed. I will have video clips from StitchCon, from the annex, the shopping annex, from the brag tables, from the freebie table. Like, I'll just do all of the different little videos. Of course, you know, all picture collage, montage, whatever, of all of us at StitchCon. So if you're gonna be there, let me know. Also, like, maybe reach out to me on Instagram and then like tell me your name. Or when you come and meet me, and tell me your username, and then I'll be like, oh, because I know your username, but I don't know your name. So I won't be here next week. That's what I was gonna. That's where I was like, where was I going with this? I won't be here next week. I will be here the week after with StitchCon recap. I'm not anticipating a lot of haul because I went kind of cuckoo crazy at market, and so rein it in. I'm not saying I'm not gonna buy nothing, but I'm gonna try to chill. But there's always a but. When I leave here, I'm gonna go to St. Louis, and whether I leave on the 6th or the 7th, I will have some downtime in St. Louis while Beth is finishing work for the day until we can leave. And I may go to Color and Cotton. They've opened their LNS in St. Louis, and I feel like a bunch of people have been going. They've been posting pictures, video of that amazing floss wall, and I'm like, I must go and experience the floss wall in person and then post my own glorious picture of the floss wall. It must happen. So I think that's gonna happen. I might do some spending there, probably on floss, probably 100% on floss, maybe on fabric. Ooh, I digress. Shopping there, probably shopping at the annex, but I'm going to try to limit myself. Oh, plans. Today's the 1st. Death by Cross Stitch is today. Super excited for my Death by Cross Stitch. Let's see if she's handy right here, right here, right here. She is handy right here. So I'll be working on her today. She's glorious. Tomorrow I'll be starting the June. The 3rd I'll be starting the Scary Apothecary. And then 4, 5, 6, I don't know. Packing, getting ready. I don't even know if stitching will be happening. Like I said, I'm behind on shirts. I need to be doing that. I have all these shirts that I have where my line, I have a line on my spreadsheet of like all of those shirts need to get shipped before I leave. And then, yeah, I think that's it for plans. And then I went over all my StitchCon plans with you, so yeah. Okay. I did plans. We did haul. I don't have any haul. Oh wait, I do have haul. Yes, I have haul. Okay. It's kind of not stitchy though. No, it's not stitchy at all. So I got my new box for planner. My planner. Stickers that I get is from a place called Planner Envy. It's a subscription. You get charged monthly, and they send your stickers to you like a full month in advance. So I just got my July stickers at the end of May. So I have all of June to like prep my July calendar, play with my stickers, all the things. I don't usually. I literally just this last weekend sat down and got my June calendar ready. Even though I had all the month of May to do that, I didn't. So I'm going to show you my June calendar right now, and then I'll show you what I just got in the mail for July. So here's my stickers for June. There's one type that has beachy ones, and then we've got some self-care ones, kind of like spa day ones. I put that on StitchCon week because, yeah, that's self-care. And then we have like some mermaid type ones. I love these mermaidy type ones. Fun stickers. I love the colors. Pinks and purples and teals. color palette. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I don't have those all super filled in yet because it's later in June. I haven't done anything yet. Okay, so for July 2023, we got a watermelon theme going on for summer. How cute is a watermelon? These giant paper clips have been like a thing. They've been coming almost every month. We got a super fun pin. We usually get some writing utensil of some kind, an amazing diamond on top, pen, super cute and fun, and then a weekly planner type thing. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. I didn't actually open this because I don't know what it looks like inside. Let's see together. So it says things to do, things to buy. And then you could put like what week you're working on for this. And oh, interesting. I have 2 pieces of, I think something happened here. That thing got cut wrong. But it's not sticky, it's just pull off papers. Okay, and then we have the watermelon themed stickers. Oh my gosh, I love these colors. So fun. And then we have some beach type stickers, flamingos happening in there. Fruits, watermelon, papaya, all the things. Cute. And then July 4th, we've got some Americana ones. So what typically happens is this is only 2 pages. So I will use this the week of like 4th of July. I will use up all these stickers in that week. And then these ones are 4 sheets. So then for the rest of the month, I will distribute these out. And I typically do like 1 week of this kind, the 1 week of this, like I switch up I keep one theme for 1 week, if that makes sense. So I love those. And then the only other thing I got for haul, this is definitely not Stitchy related, but I wanted to shout this out because, Greg, hold please. I'm sure he's on TikTok, but I'm not on TikTok. So I watch him on Instagram like a proper old person. I wait until his videos get to Instagram and then I watch him on Reels. So his name is Greg. Greg Isms official. So GREGISMS, Greg Isms, and then official, and it's got the blue check mark, whatever. He is so freaking funny. He is a theater drama teacher in NOLA, and he's absolutely amazing. His videos are freaking hilarious, and I just love. He has, his catchphrase is "Find your joy." So I was like, you know what? I've been loving his videos for a minute now. Subscribed, like, all the things. I needed to get a shirt. So I got myself a shirt. And it's tie-dye. It's definitely got a kind of like a Pride vibe going on. So, and June is Pride Month. Find your joy. And I absolutely love it. I love it. So much fun. He's got different colorways, all the things. So go check him out. Go check out his videos. If nothing else, check out his videos and laugh. You will laugh to tears. That's the last bit of haul I have. Good Lord, I've been rambling for an hour. Let's do some quick life updates here at the end, and I will be tuned out for 2 weeks. So graduation happened. I was descended upon by one person ended up backing out, so 13 people. 13 people plus the people that already live in my house. That makes like 18 people in this house sleeping. It didn't actually work out that all 18 people slept here one night, because they kind of came in and left in sections. So like Wednesday we had 7 people arrive. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people arrive. Wednesday, just a couple hours before graduation. Wednesday was graduation, at like 7 o'clock at night. And so everybody got here, we got ready, we ate some barbecue brats for dinner, got ready, out the door, head to the graduation. I'm going to drop a picture in here of me, the proud parents, me, my husband, and my graduate. I'll drop that picture in here. So proud, he did it. He walked across that stage. He did it. Got that little piece of paper. He did a good job. It was a great night. After it was over, it was chaos parking, and then it was chaos getting out of there. It was held at like some sort of a municipal arena type situation. So the seating was amazing because it was like kind of like, I mean, all the graduates were down on the floor, but then the seating was kind of like whoop, straight up. So no matter where you were sitting, you were looking right down on it. It was amazing seating. But then I think the graduating class was 579 graduates. Getting all of their family in and out of there was insane. It was a lot. So, I mean, just us alone, we had 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We had 12 people for one graduate. I mean, just that's one graduate. So I can imagine, like, that whole arena was full. So then getting out was, everybody was like squeezed in and trying to like funnel their way out of the building. And I was like, and I was like, grabbed onto my husband who was in front of me and was like, babe, you got to move faster. You're going to have to push these people because I'm freaking out. Whatever. We got out. We all made it out safe and sound. And then they had the street blocked in front of the municipal building there, or the arena, whatever it was. They had the whole street blocked off. So as soon as we came out, it was nice. You had the area in front of the building to come out, take pictures with your graduate, do all the things. You weren't crowded and crammed inside of there. And then let's see, Thursday was kind of a chill day, hang out, just spend some time with family, lots of cooking, good food, all the things. And then Friday was a get ready for the graduation day. 3 more people arrived Friday night, and I decided that Friday, the day before the graduation party, was a good day to go find all of Jacob's like school mementos, all the things. I'm a hoarder. Apparently I'm just really good at hiding it. It became highly apparent on Friday as I spent 4 hours looking for his school pictures. The more I looked, the more I was like, why do I have so much stuff? Why? I told my husband I need a bigger box, and he was like, our house is not a box. I'm like, I need a bigger box. I have this room. This is my Harry Potter room. It's full of Harry Potter things. When you walk in and you view the room, you will see nothing but Harry Potter. But as you start digging into containers and things, that's where you see all my cross stitch. So I have these cube shelves, and there's a lot of cross stitch in these cube shelves, and I have some baskets over here that go to this table, and there's a lot of cross stitch in there. So there's lots of nooks and crannies for things for places for things to hide. I have my office space upstairs that has a lot more craft stuff, plus all of my t-shirt stuff, plus this and that. And that is where I have a whole, like, it's one of those, like, plastic things with, like, the 3 drawers. And I had a drawer for each one of them with, like, school stuff that I've been saving over the years. Papers, drawings, reports, just all the things, right? And then I have my bedroom that has a desk, and there's stuff in there. I have my basement has 3 storage closets. There's stuff in there. I have the garage. There's stuff in. I'm like, you guys, this is a lot of stuff. 4 hours, literally 4 hours. I started at 8:30. I found them at 1:30. I was running around, picking up boxes, digging through closets, dripping sweat. My back is screaming. I'm in an intense amount of pain, and I was like hyperventilating because I was breathing so hard because my body was like trying to cool itself off, and I was working on overdrive. Even a little bit of activity causes my body to just go insane. Like, ma'am, you need to sit down. We are not accustomed to activity. So I broke down and cried at one point. I was hysterical, like mad at myself for losing these pictures. It was not good. All of this for a collage picture that I needed to make on Friday before graduation party. That's what needed to happen. Also, Friday was my husband's birthday. He planned to go play golf or hit some balls at the driving range, but he didn't get to go do that. It was helping me look for pictures. Okay, so there's like this collage thing where you have like a 5x7 of like a senior picture, and then you have a wallet size spot for K through 11. Okay, I needed those wallets for K through 11. That's what I needed. And I couldn't find them. So once the graduate woke up at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I did go up there and look in his room, and I couldn't really find the yearbooks, because that was another thing, is that I thought that maybe I had put the pictures in the yearbook because that's a good place to like keep them, right? And I had a distinct memory. Sorry, I'm going into detail on these pictures. A distinct memory of when my oldest graduated in 2020, finding all of his pictures and all of his yearbooks, and then being upset because it was like so much to find them all that after I found them, I remember now taking the yearbooks from the two younger ones, putting all of the school pictures in the yearbooks. And for some reason, I thought I gave it back to them, but I didn't. I kept them. What I know happened is that there were, my husband has like, he buys the work boots. So he's got those big boxes that the work boots come in. There was a box for each one of them. It had all the yearbooks, all the school pictures, everything. It took me 4 hours to find those boxes. They were downstairs. I moved suitcases and found the boxes. Crying was happening, yelling was happening, people were in trouble, my husband ruined his birthday. It was intense. My husband ended up in the attic at one point looking for pictures, but instead found squirrels or something, and then it was like a whole up in the attic handling whatever was up in the attic. It was a lot on Friday. A lot. 3 more people arrived that night. Then fast forward to Saturday, the day of the party, 2 more people arrived. At this point now we have everybody that was going to come. 4 of the people, my husband's daughter plus the kids, were going to leave Saturday. So because they left Saturday, that freed up room for the 2 more that had arrived. So it all worked out with sleeping arrangements. Everything was fine. Everybody had a place to sleep. Everybody had clean sheets and pillows and blankets. Everything was fine. And it worked out just like my husband said it would. But like my anxiety would not allow me to know that it was going to work out. But it did. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and half of Sunday, I went hard. I was going nonstop. I was running around doing things. Friday, picking up boxes and rearranging this entire house to find those pictures. Saturday was a huge day because we made fajitas for the graduation party, and I made all the salsas, and so it was a lot of like standing and chopping and doing all the things. I made ceviche, I made guacamole, I made homemade roasted salsa. My husband was on the grill doing the fajitas. The way we do it is we go to the carniceria and get the arrachera, thin sliced steak And you put, like, it's a whole thing, and you put it on the grill, you grill it up till it's perfect, and then you bring that in, you chop that up, there's your fajita meat. Oh, so good. I had two of his previous teachers, plus elementary school teachers, a first grade teacher and a fourth grade teacher, plus the secretary that used to work, or that still works at the elementary school he went to, but I used to work with her as well. She came. That was super nice of them to come. Got some pictures of him with his former teachers. That was really cool. I'm gonna put a picture in here of everybody that came to stay at my house. It's my family plus the 13 other people that came. So all of us in this kitchen. I'm gonna put that in here. It was super fun. It was a lot of work. We had our ups and downs. We definitely had our dramatic moments, but we survived. And as soon as everybody was gone, I fell asleep. It was like 10:30 in the morning. I was like, I'm going back to bed. Bye. Relax, recover all day Sunday, all day Monday, and then my husband went back to work on Tuesday, and here we are. Once graduation was over, I was like, okay, survived. Now StitchCon. It's like StitchCon was my reward for making it through graduation. And now I have 2 years before I have to do it again. We do it again in 2025. And my husband and I were talking, and we're like, you know what would be a whole lot easier is if we have the graduation and then we just take Nico on like an amazing trip somewhere, and like don't even do, like, this is way too much work. And maybe we go to Colorado and we see all of them, and then we don't have to have it. I don't know. We'll see. I wanted to show you guys this before I left. I wanted to show this in haul, and I forgot. Guys, I got a little squishy. Sorry, I'm really shaky. But it's a little danger noodle. And he's squishy. It's definitely a tactile, sensory thing. He's so squishy. That's squishy, and I love him, and he's so cute. Okay. That's all I got for you this week. That's an hour. That's an hour of rambling. I hope you learned something. Packing for a retreat. If you're going to be at StitchCon, I hope to see you next week. I'm super excited. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks on the other side of StitchCon. I hope you have a great beginning of your June. Bye!